Good morning.
Good morning.
Guys. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm on the phone literally right now. Y'all probably gonna have to hear me take this call. Calling the credit card company trying to see why I got declined. They said my identity was unverifiable. So I'm like, what does that mean, unverifiable? Because by law, they're supposed to tell you what verification process they went through to verify you. My ID, my address is all updated on my credit report. So my social matches my account. My credit is 805. So there's no reason that I'm unverifiable. Credit companies can show discrimination, and that's against the law. So if they can't tell you how they tried to verify you, if you didn't call me with the number that's on my credit report, if you can't show me that you called me, you can't show me what verification process you went through, like what grounds did you deny me under? So yeah, that's why I've been on this call for like 18 minutes now. So if they answer, I'm gonna have to like let y'all hear me talk to them, how I talk to them, because I need to get this call. But good afternoon, everybody. We got about 7 people on here. That's good. Okay, 8 more people are trying to come in the room. How y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Okay, I know a bunch of y'all I still have to have coaching calls with. The $30 proceed towards the group a month. It allows you to have one intimate coaching call with me. It might not be on the day that you signed up for the group, right? Because the group is growing at a rapid rate. So people are signing up, and I might be busy the day you signed up. So of course I probably can't talk to you that day, but I'm working on being able to talk to you during this month. You know what I'm saying? And once you subscribe monthly with that $30 seat, that kind of locks you into the group for another month, and you get another coaching call. If we talk the first month, look at everything about you personally, we kind of come up with a blueprint about what it is that you want to do, what you need coaching or advice or resources calculated towards you to start that. And then when we had a call the next month, we're going to revisit that conversation. Hey, did you work A, B, C, and D? How is this going? Do you have questions? So, and you're also paying for the community to be able to talk to your peers. Hey, has anybody ever did this? What happened with that? What happened with that? Like, we all are coaching each other. Like, you're not just coming to me, you might be coming to another business owner that's inside of our group, inside of our conglomerate, and you can ask each other questions. I know y'all all see me. I kicked somebody out the group this morning. My goal is not to get into it with none of y'all or kick nobody out the group. Mute your microphones, please. I'm a very stern person. I'm a very strict person. I'm strict about my goals. I'm strict about my future. I'm serious. I don't have time to be friendly, or I'm not here to make friends with anybody or nothing like that. I'm here to get money. It's a bunch of people in the world that are rich and they don't like each other, but they do business with each other because they make each other a lot of money. It's not about, oh, if I'm friendly with her, I don't like her attitude, I don't like that. I'm not really gonna sugarcoat too much of anything, because that is not how people are taken serious in business. If I kind of be easy on y'all, you guys will never be pushed to the way I'm trying to push y'all. So my intentions are pure, and they're out of love to get to know each other and to be able to grow amongst each other. It's not to really get into it with nobody. I feel like the girl earlier, I don't know if y'all got a chance to read the thread, but I did kick her out the group and refunded her for her call and for her $30 membership. She just started Thursday, and I'm a people person. I did hair for 14 years. So I pick up on energy. I can socially profile a person all the way down to their childhood. So I can tell she was trying to kind of create a little cancer, and she maybe thought that you guys were going to piggyback on it. Like, yeah, I haven't got a call too. I haven't got a call too. I'm aware of the people I haven't talked to. We got 16 new members in one day. I'm still not done with everybody's coaching call from our previous members. I'm aware of that. Like the coaching calls are very powerful. They're very time consuming. I don't know if Brandon is on here, but me and him talked on the phone for 3 hours when he had his coaching call. It wasn't because I was rushing to get off the phone, or we just ran out of, the time got away from us because we both entrepreneurs, we both serious about our journey and our path. So we just had so much to talk about. He was caught up on all of the replays. So he had questions to feed me, versus I've had a coaching call with some people and it was only a 15, 20, 30-minute call. They had to get back to work. Their kids was crying. So make sure it's enough time for you to get everything out of your system to ask me if you want to talk about this, have questions wrote down, visit the replays, guys. So that way you can touch on some of the stuff we already talked about. You get access to all of the meetings that we had before you even join the group, which is superb in my opinion, because the stuff that you missed out on, you still can catch up on those things in your free time. So I just feel like she was coming from a negative place by just trying to say, I haven't received the call yet. And she just joined the group Thursday. And it's like, that's not what we're about here. You never want to rub your coach the wrong way. You got to give me your social security number and your personal information. So definitely read my character and be a good judge of character, closing that type of information. $30 is not a lot of money. So definitely you don't want to just go hiring people to be your coach for $30 and you got to get them your personal information. So I'm here to be a resource to y'all. I'm not trying to steal nothing from nobody, take nothing from nobody. I'm not getting rich off of $30 a month. That's why I've been just really trying to be very clear cut with what's going on and what I'm doing within this group. The involvement, the tie that I have to this group is because I'm interested in starting my own community. I have access to a lot of different resources and a lot of different things that I want to be able to touch on in life, but I don't want to create all of these different career opportunities for myself. I want to have a group to where I know, okay, Michael, you're really good. You're really calculated. You own your shit. You a business-minded person. Go tap into that for us and let's see how we can break bread to do that, because I may not have the time. If I'm cutting the group off today. So after this call, I'm going live. I'm going to let everybody know that Ready Set Primary, the admission is closed, because I want to be able to be close knit with the people that I have right now. I need you guys' success stories. I want to be able to help y'all. I know that where I've been, the things that I've done. Can y'all turn y'all cameras on? I like to see people. I know that where I've been, the things that I've done, I know that I have things that I can show y'all to get to those places. It's not about looking up, being on the higher up or nothing. No, I've been invested in my time. I've been invested into the knowledge and the information that I know, more so than the average person, because the average person has to go to work every day because they need freedom. They need money to pay their bills, make their bills, and it ends me. I quit my job to know what I know. I stopped doing hair every day for 12 hours a day to invest in myself and to invest in my learnings to know this stuff. So I know that some people haven't got to that stage yet in their life, and it's okay. We're all growing. Every day you pushing yourself to do or be better or be smarter, hopefully. So it's okay. I've done a lot of the legwork for you guys, and I am your cheat sheet. Your mentor is your cheat sheet. Coaches and mentors, consultants are cheat sheets because they're here to educate you on where they've been and what they've done so you can get there. You don't have to go through all of the learning process that I had to go through specifically, and I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. A bunch of stuff I want to share with y'all today. You learning through my denial process. I've had bad credit before. I've built my credit before. I've paid people thousands to clean my credit. Like, I can help you on your journey because I've been to a lot of the different rooms that you guys are trying to walk inside of. A lot of people are working and trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to be financially free. I live a financially free life, meaning I'm not rich, but I have access to capital to where if I want to go start a $75,000 business startup, I am organized and thought enough to create a business plan, create a blueprint, and start that. I know how to go and get shit done. I'm not tooting my own horn, but it takes knowledge to be able to do that. It takes a person who has been educating themselves on the process, who knows how to do the leg work. If you work every day, you might not know how to do the leg work. You haven't been in school for 10 or 20 years. You're not researching up on permits and licensing and things like that. You're not studying credit in the consumer affair laws that I'm doing these things because I have the ample time to do it. I don't have to work every day to make my bills meet. I'm not living paycheck to paycheck, thankfully, gratefully so. So I have the ample time to be able to do the research to educate myself. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Going to work every day is not that powerful. Yeah, you getting your job, you getting your money, but it's not really that powerful in terms of getting you to the next level. It's just enough to pay your bills and make you live comfortably. And we've been conditioned to think that that was all that we had to do in our 8 to 12 hours a day. I always tell my mentees, you do not get 24 hours a day to be on your shit. If we had 24 hours to be on our shit, a lot more people would be millionaires. No, we get about 12 functioning hours a day. And that's if you wake up at 6 a.m. like I do, to handle your businesses. And the day is really a job. That's when commercial business is closed. So you're not really talking to bill collectors at 10 o'clock at night. But no, the credit bureaus don't close to 11. So unless you have ample time and unless you have a busy life and have to take their kids to school and do a lot of different stuff, they haven't had the money to delegate nannies and babysitters and stuff like that. So I know that y'all wearing a lot of hats. It's the way of the world. Like, this is what they've shown us to do, and this is all that we know. If your parents and your teachers haven't taught you credit, you don't know credit. If your mom and daddy haven't taught you the significance of life insurance, how you can fund your life through it, you don't know these things. It's okay. And we often fear what we don't know, but we also don't push ourselves to educate ourselves. And that's not where I'm at. I'm on this page where if I want to know something about it, I'm doing all the research I can do about it on my own. And then I'm gonna eventually pay somebody. I'm going to tap into learning some of this stuff. I'm gonna pay for courses. I'm gonna pay for, I'm asking some of y'all to start y'all video. I'm gonna pay for courses. I'm going to pay for people to teach me some of these things. So that way I can weed out the bullshit and I can be like, oh, okay, I'm smart. I'm not gonna go for everything. I'm not gullible. I understand okie doke. I know when somebody trying to sell me. So yeah, you develop.
I don't want to be lame.
Develop these when you are actually working on them every day. It's just like mobility skills. If you don't work, you don't walk for a whole year, you might forget how to walk. So it's about exercising your mobility skills, exercising your thought waves, exercising your brain. I was just telling y'all in the last meeting that when I read something or if I'm watching something, I have to literally sit there and take notes on what I'm watching or reading. If I don't, by the time I'm done reading, I forgot what I read. That's called recollection skills. Recollection skills are the same with money, how well you organize your time, how well you organize your finances. To be some of the things that we want to be, we have to be calculated, not just know them in our mind, not just keep telling yourself, okay, I'm gonna start that business, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. No, you have to be well thought out. You have to write it down on paper. You have to get a big calendar where you're actually marking off on the calendar. This is what I'm gonna do today. I know I did hair for 12 years. So unless I actually schedule you on my book, like I'm doing your hair, I won't do it. Unless I actually have a Zoom meeting with Ready Set Conglomerate at 12, I won't do it. So it's about developing those mobility skills, guys, to get to the next level. And that's all I was trying to explain to the baby girl, is that I don't go back and forth with people. I don't have to. This is not why I created this platform. So if anybody is ever feeling like I'm not giving them the information that they thought they were entitled to because of their $30 seed, please leave the group. I don't want anybody somewhere where they are feeling like they're not valued, they're not getting what they paid for. I don't want those type of people, because I've invested thousands into the information that I know. One of my mastermind trainings is $3,500 a month. So every month I have to make that decision if I want to keep paying this $3,500. And if I feel like it's not resourceful, hell no, I'm not going to pay my $3,500 to learn what this person is trying to teach me. But you have to make that decision for yourself. But I will say this: everything that you do in life is what you make out of it. If you go somewhere and you already there, so you just gonna have fun for the fuck of it because I'm already here now, so I might as well have a good time. It's what you make out of it. If you join this group and you paying $30 a month and you haven't watched any of the replays, you haven't done any of the homework, you haven't tried to contact me to call you or get on my schedule to talk to me or ask me questions that you might have through the literature that I've given you, you're not gonna feel like it's worth your time or money. She just joined Thursday and she feel like since I didn't call her or since I wasn't able to contact her in enough timely manner, that $30 is seeming like too much right now. So I understand that. I get that, but I'm letting y'all know I'm not going to be able to just call you at the drop of a dime. But can you reach me in Discord? Yes. Can you ask me questions? Yes. I also have multiple business ventures, and I even tell them, allow me 24 to 48 hours to get back to your email. It's a lot of y'all, and it's only really one of me. And until I can really bring people up along in the group, which is my goal, to have like group admins, so that way if I'm not available, you can talk to Kasha, you can talk to Christian, you can talk to Chelsea, because Jada is not available, because we all working on doing the same stuff. The questions that y'all are asking me are not stupid. They're good questions, but honestly, some of the questions are things that you can find out on your own, or you can kind of use common sense, or you can ask your other group member. You don't really need the coach to tell you these things, but I already get it. If a person has not been in school for years, it's not as fresh on the brain for them to go and do some of the legwork that I might feel like it's common sense, because I'm every day exercising my photonic skills. I'm every day being a reader, being a learner. So it might be sometimes it comes off a little bit as a different language if this is not your daily practices. I want to condition y'all to start thinking like millionaires. That's why I say good morning, future millionaires. Good morning, millionaires, because it's power in manifestation. It's power in manifestation. So you need to start thinking like a millionaire. When you wake up in the morning, how does a millionaire think? How does a millionaire act? Are they going to make breakfast? Because breakfast is a balanced break, and that's going to have them on a good road. I know if I don't eat in the morning, I'm angry. So let me get some food in my system so I can eat, so I won't be feeling shouty or grumpy or nothing like that. Let me get some food in my system. Let me meditate for 20 minutes. Let me pray. Let me go and visit my calendar and see what is on my agenda for today. Do I have an appointment somewhere, a nail appointment, whatever? I'm not going to remember these things because there's so much stuff running through my brain on what I need to be doing on that day. So I have to start looking up things that it is that I need to be doing. I have to condition my mind to gain that habit, to form that habit of time management. So if you just waking up, you get right on Instagram, you don't eat breakfast, you don't brush your teeth. These are not millionaire behaviors. These are not millionaire mindsets. So my goal as you guys as coach and mentor is to challenge your mindset. I already understand mindset is an exercise. It's something that you have to really work with and prepare to start thinking differently. My friend had a brunch where I was like a speaker yesterday, and I had put it on my live or whatever. Somebody who was an active follower of mine, I done her hair for a couple of years. I've done her hair over 6 times, I know, but I haven't seen her in years. I did her hair for her wedding actually, and a bunch of times after that. She was like, delete this, with a bunch of crying faces. You're advertising fake pay stubs. So since I'm in my mentor bag, I'm got my coach hat on. I'm like, what's wrong with that? I said, you're not an entrepreneur, so you don't know this. You actually get a check every week at your job, because she's a teacher. I said, but when you're an entrepreneur, if you haven't paid for payroll system, you might have to get some pay stubs made. They're not, it's illegal because it's fake, but you need a loan. You need an apartment. You need to get approved for something where they're asking you to show pay stubs. And you know you're going to pay your bills on time, but you got to get somebody to make you some pay stubs. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. That's getting to the next level. I'm not going to let this one thing stop me because I don't got no fucking paychecks. She was like, wow, I never thought of it like that. So no, this is raw content. This is real raw content. Like, I'm not sugarcoating shit with y'all. A lot of people don't work. They don't get pay stubs. But what? They can't get approved for an apartment because they can't show their last 2 weeks of pay, but they know that they're going to pay their bills for the whole lease term. Like, no, we not belittling our mindset. Pay stubs are not illegal. Nobody is checking if your pay stubs are real or fake. If a person is trying to lease an apartment to you, they just want to know, is this person making money? Is this person gonna pay me? That's it. Like, stop being so quick to deter different information. Like, this is a gem. Like, the fact that you could get pay stubs made because you probably felt like you couldn't get an apartment because you don't fucking got no pay stubs, and you gonna let that stop you from getting an apartment? So I had to bring her up to my level and let her know, like, no, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I'm not advertising fake pay stubs to a bunch of criminals that's trying to get swiping and doing all of that stuff. No, I'm telling people you can get somebody to make you some authentic pay stubs to get this apartment. Don't let that stop you. So she's like, oh, wow, I'm going to join now. But you see, I had to condition her mind to think so. Also, I posted on my story a few days ago, I said, I get the real estate. I'm a real estate investor, so I leverage my credit to get approved for different real estate properties that I might pay a loan on, or I might just buy it. It depends on what access to capital I have, but I have good credit. So if I need to get a personal mortgage in my name, show more taxes to be able to pay for this house, to get the banks to loan me this money, to lend me this money to close on this mortgage, because I'm going to quit claiming it's my business name. Instead of getting that 20% down, I'm going to get the first time home buyer. I have good credit. I can get the lowest percent down. I'm going to quit claiming it to my business name, and I'm going to sell it as an investment property. I'm going to pay the bank back what I owe them, and then I'm going to put the rest with it. And I'm going to use the credit or the business credit to pay the down payment in the closing. 1 second, guys. Hello? Hi, yes, I was calling because I applied for a GM Stash credit card and I got pre-qualified, but they stated that they are not able to verify my identity. I'm trying to see why you guys are not able to verify my identity. I did the application twice, so now I have 2 hard inquiries, and you're stating that my identity is not verifiable. I don't have any credit freezes, and all of my information in my personal section on my credit report is up to date. So I want to know what verification process did you guys go underway with to verify me to why I'm getting denied.
Have you received a phone call from somebody?
I haven't got any phone calls. I know to answer all of the scam likely phone calls. They did not give me an instant denial. They told me that a representative was going to reach out to me shortly, and I was monitoring the phone and I didn't get any phone calls. So I'm trying to see why was I denied. I just want to make sure I'm not being experiencing any discrimination, because you know, I know what you guys are looking for, and I feel like I overqualified for that.
Yeah, not a problem. So I wouldn't have any details as to why you were declined. I know when they do the application process.
They sent me the reason. They said they weren't able to verify my identity. Yeah, they sent me the reason. The reasoning that I got declined was because they weren't able to verify my identity.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see what verification process they did. Okay, can you transfer me to Consumer Affairs Department?
All right, 1 second.
Thank you. So, yeah, she can't help me, so give me some who I can get some help from. But basically, it's about knowing your shit. Only way you can know your shit is if you got a good coach that's gonna put you on it, or if you are investigating or researching to know your shit. It's no way around it. If you're going to work every day, you're not researching your shit, you're not gonna know it. It's just, it's that simple. Think, plan, execute, not think, plan, don't do nothing. You don't get results like that. I know how to get results. I live a life based off results. So, yeah, I just feel like that I wanted to be real straight to the point with you guys. I don't want to sugarcoat nothing with nobody. Like, that's not the type of person I am. That's not how I operate. But I was stating that I posted, you know, with these prices that Houston got, it's going to be the new Atlanta, because you can get a nice 4 or 5 bedroom home in Houston for $200,000. Hello?
Yes, I have another representative on the line. It's going to go into further assist you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello, Jacob. My name is Crystal Applecott, Marcus Card Specialist at Goldman Sachs. I'm a monitor recorded line. Can I have you verify your date of birth and the last four of your social?
0827-1993 and 4674.
Perfect. Thank you so very much. Okay, so you're trying to see about the application, why it didn't go through?
Well, I know why it didn't go through. I think she didn't realize what I was saying. I know why it didn't go through. It was because they couldn't verify my identity.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay, let me go ahead and view the notes on here real quick. And just make sure everything is good so we can go ahead and get that verified and get you going here.
Okay.
So just give me one moment. I'm just gonna place you on a 2-minute brief hold, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
These are the people you can be nice to, because these are the people that can push a button on your application. Like, it's really who you get. That's why I always tell y'all, like, if you don't feel the person energy on the phone, hang up and get somebody else. Like, bitches are coming to work with attitude, coming to work having a bad day. Their mama, their brother, daddy died. And I get it, it's life. Like, that's why I was telling her, you have to take your emotions out of this group, sweetie. This group is not to make you mad or to piss you off. You better use this group as a resource, because it will not always be available to you. Like today, I'm cutting off the membership for the group. So congratulations, everybody, y'all made it in. The next time I open admission to the group, you guys will have acquired your $100,000 in credit to where you can be my walking marketing ad. You could be my walking billboard to let people know, look, this shit changed my life. You want to be quiet, you want to take notes, you want to learn. You don't want to be just feeling like this is just at your leisure. I don't have to really educate all of the smaller people who just joined at that point, because I'll have you guys to do that for me. And then we can open up the platform and make it bigger, because I already know I didn't never have it in my mind to make it 100 people in this group. You know, I wasn't eager to get the $30 times 100 people. For me, I'm trying to develop the community. Ready, Set, Conglomerate was around because it's even around because during the pandemic, I could have got a $450,000 grant. I didn't know enough people with 720 credit score to make a board. Their business had to be open since before 2019. They had to have bank statements. They had to have been doing taxes. They had to have a 720 credit score. I didn't know enough people. So I told myself I will never be in a situation where I can get this deal and I don't know enough people around me who are as seasoned as me. So I'm going to create that. I wish I would have been in a group like this when I started in 2014. I would have already been a multimillionaire right now. And I said that in one of the other videos. But when I made the post on Instagram, I said that Texas is going to be the new Atlanta with these prices. So let me call my lender. I was basically making fun of the fact that, wow, you can't get a house nowhere right now, 4 or 5 bedrooms for $200,000. That's a $600-700 mortgage. Before you put the taxes and escrow, everything else, your mortgage might be no more than $1,500. Like my house is $250,000. The house that I live in right now, my mortgage is $1,600, and that's because taxes, insurance, and all of that is escrowed in. But my actual principal on my mortgage that's going towards buying the house is like $900. And I said, you can't get that nowhere. And Texas got those good prices. So I had somebody write me and say, I said I wanted to move to Texas so bad, but I'm concerned about that government and a lot of people about to move there. So you gonna let the fact that a lot of people about to move to a fucking state that can hold 20 million people, because Texas is big as fuck. You gonna let the fact that everybody about to move there because the housing market is fucking great and the economy is great. You gonna let that stop you from moving there? Like, this is the type of stuff your mentor gotta challenge you to think. Hello?
Yeah, hello. Thank you so much for holding. Okay, I went ahead and went through everything for you. I'm just gonna go ahead and push this through.
Thank you so much.
The notes on your account. Absolutely, I looked at the notes on your account and everything, and they approved it. They were just trying to give a call back to let you know that everything actually got verified.
Thank you so much, because I'm thinking like, I know I can get approved for this card, okay? Thank you so much.
You are so very welcome. I'm just gonna push this through. It might take a day or two though, just to go to a supervisor and everything, so they can just look over everything. But we did get it pushed through for you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So I'll wait on the email.
Yes. All right. You may
Okay.
assist you with anything further today?
No, thank you. What is the credit limit? Do you know?
Let me check to see if I can see that number. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So it's not showing me the credit limit. It just shows your annual income until we go ahead and supervisor looks over this for you.
Okay, thank you so much. Because I know what it got pre-qualified for. So I just wanted to see if they had a amount yet.
Absolutely, no worries. May I assist you with anything further today, ma'am?
No, thank you.
All right, well, I hope you have a great day.
Bye-bye. So yeah, they're not at liberty to tell you. I just wanted to see if she did, but I got pre-qualified for $26,000 for that credit card. So I already know it's gonna be a high limit credit card for me. But she's not supposed to tell me, because when you get pre-qualified, they look at your credit score. Your credit score might be a 670, a 680, a 700. Okay, she's pre-qualified. We will lend her a card, but they look at your credit profile to see how much money they're gonna give you. If they see no banks that's giving you a bigger card than $1,000, they only gonna give you $1,000 or $2,000. Banks are in competition with other banks. They want you to use their card over the other credit cards in your wallet. So if they see that another credit card has given you $50,000, they're gonna try to give you $60,000 and say, "Oh, pull our card out of your wallet instead of their card, because we're offering you more money. We want you to buy our interest from us. We don't want you picking out your Navy Federal credit card." But yes, I got pre-qualified for $26,000. So I'm confident that they're going to give me at least $20,000 or more, because I know my credit profile. I know my highest credit card is $80,000 as far as a preset limit. For my highest unpreset limit, I have a black card, an unlimited credit card, where if I want to go buy something that costs $1 million, I can do so. But I also have to have a mindset to know, don't go buy that, because you don't make enough money to support that habit of buying that car, or that you don't make enough monthly money to be able to fit that bill. So that's what this group is, to show you guys how to use money. Use your credit cards, use your debts, use your bills, use those as tools to get you to the next level. When you create another bill for yourself, are you creating this bill to make you more money, or are you just creating this bill for yourself because you're spending the money that you already got? You're not adding to the money that you already got by buying this. So this is a liability. This is not an asset. I'm not going to go buy something that's going to cost me a third of the money that I have to my name if it's not about to produce me any money coming back. It makes no sense. So people are wondering why they're growing broke, why they're living paycheck to paycheck, because you physically can't afford the things that you have. If I look at all of your finances on a yearly basis, the money that you're set to make in this year, because you make $17 on your job, I can calculate your number for the year. You're not making enough money to support this. Do you guys understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it goes back to mindset. If I let a person on Instagram tell me don't move to Houston because it's getting oversaturated, but I know that it's enough cars and streets and houses there to where, yeah, it's 20 million people that live here, but they ain't affected me. We don't have traffic. I don't have to wait 20 years to walk into a mall because that's how many people live there. Like, understand the things that we are talking about. The world is so big. The world is so big. If you continue to live in a box and to try to be small-minded about everything or every opportunity that's on Instagram, I'm giving out free game all day on my story to get people to tap in. It's marketing, y'all. Marketing is manipulation of the customer. Marketing is the reason why all of you guys are in this group, because I marketed on my channel, my free platform, to my existing followers. Hey, this is beneficial. This is valuable. I can offer you this. That got you guys to spend the $30 to get in this group. It was marketing. So me posting that was marketing, but understand the reaction of mindset. She's like, oh, it's saturated to live there. So you're going to let the saturation that you got in your mind that you don't even know, because you ain't never even lived in Texas. So you don't know how their traffic is. You don't know nothing about their weather for real. But what you hear, you're going to let that stop you from going to an open market right now where the fucking economy good and the housing market is superb. It's mindset. It's mindset. A lot of people are still stricken to where they are today because of mindset, because of the things they let people put in their mind, or the things that they have in their own mind, and they haven't manifested new goals for themselves. It's power in manifestation. If you wake up every day and tell yourself you're not going to do it, you can't do it, you're not going to do it. If you wake up every day and do things and tell yourself that I'm going to get that shit before it's all said and done with, that's going to be the outcome. So that's what I want to challenge y'all to think. Stop talking yourself out of stuff before you even start the process, because that is mindset. Mindset is very powerful. This is a very powerful group. If you can take things that I'm saying and really implement them into your everyday life, and it's really, you can't put a price tag on that. You really can't put a price tag on that. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you here to stay and if you in here for the long road, then you got a lot of work to do, but the work is going to pay off. It's going to be a big reward for you, for the people who put big efforts in. Now, if you put in small efforts in, you're going to get a small reward. You're going to get, oh, she sounded good. She sounded smart when she said that. That said something in my brain. But if you really don't implement it, it's just going to be something that was said in your brain. It's going to go in one ear and one out the other. So I don't want to scare nobody. I know I was quick to kick that bitch out, but I'm not really quick to kick nobody out. I'm really working towards conditioning y'all minds, and I know it's a process. I felt she was trying to create cancer in our group, so I kicked her out because I want to weed all that petty shit out before. Don't go back and forth with her, coach. I will put you at the back of the line as coaching call. I'll put you at the back of the line. You have to be coachable. You have to be coachable. It's not whether who can talk the most shit to each other and who gonna. You have to be coachable. You have to be able to take
all these M&Ms.
You have to be able to take constructive.
Thank you. You bought these for me. Thank you.
You have to be able to take constructive criticism and do something with it. And I will accept that from you guys as well, but you better come to me right. You better come to me respectful, because I'm never going to disrespect somebody in the group. You might not like how I type it. I might not sugarcoat it. I might be straight to the point with it, but you just going to have to respect it, because that's how I'm giving it. And when you give it to me the same fucking way, because I'm not a sensitive person. I'm not a sensitive person. I take very well to criticism. I take well to constructive anything. So if you want to say, okay, well, I don't like how you said that to me, it kind of made me feel some type of way, I'm gonna apologize, but I'm gonna be like, but why did it make you feel that way? Because I didn't say it like your mama or your man or your friend, because I'm not your mama, your man, or your friend. I'm your mentor. And if I was gonna say it to you soft and sugarcoated, you probably wouldn't do it. So I'm gonna say it to you like this so you can do it. Just take it and just deal with it out of love, okay? Because I want everybody to be here. I want anybody here who wants to be here, but just out of the people we got right now, because I'm cutting the group off today.
I'm sorry, Jada. Hey, Jada, this is Chelsea. I just wanted to reiterate what you were saying. It's also about being humble as well. Like, you have to have humility to be in this type of business. You know what I'm saying? If your coach is telling you, is giving you a good directive or good direction of something, you have to take that with criticism. My own mother doesn't even sugarcoat shit for me. So I need for everybody to, take their emotions out of the game. That's not how it's possibly played. You have to humble yourself. You are paying for a mentor monthly, and you're getting what you put in. You got to put the work in. She's telling you to do something, put the work into it, and then come back to her correctly. I'm sorry, Jay. I just wanted to reiterate that because, you know, baby girl was kind of wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to tap in, but it wasn't my place. So I just want to say, you're not humble. You have to humble yourself. Humility. Please look at that definition. It's valuable in this business. Just saying.
Exactly. And then she signed up Thursday. You haven't been in the group for 2 weeks. Stop make my group members feel like I have been disregarding or neglecting you for 2 weeks. Some of y'all been here longer than 2 weeks and y'all haven't had a coaching call. She just signed up Thursday. Like, let's say facts. You just signed up Thursday. It hasn't been for 2 weeks. She's like, what is the $30 paying for? This is what it's paying for. It's not paying for to hold your hand, sweetie. And she probably saw when I said this is not a credit repair group, but I'm going to educate y'all and push y'all towards credit because a lot of people don't have a rich husband or a rich daddy that they can just go, they can write them a check. So that's why I'm gonna educate you on the significance of having that relationship with the bank, because the bank got the most money. If you need to borrow some money, you want to go start an apartment building, you want to go start this business, go borrow it from the bank. What is your relationship with the bank? Okay, let's start there. Let's start your relationship with the bank so that the bank can look at you as lendable. The bank, it's their business to lend out money all day. When I worked for Quicken Loans, I used to get bonuses for how many loans I closed. They want to give money away, but you just have to make it to where you're able and qualified to get the money. Yes, I'm about to leave home. Oh, Dree, I'm about to leave. You can come over when I get back. I'm about to leave home in like 30 minutes. As soon as I get out of this, I'm about to leave home. I have to go run some errands or whatever. Then I'll be back at home. But
just call me when you get home.
Huh?
So just call me when you get home.
Okay, yeah, I'll be back home by like by the time I get my son out of school at 3, and then I'll be back home. You can come over. Yeah, so it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot dealing with people. It's a lot of energy to get on. I'm an energy driven person too. If I feel too overwhelmed or something like that, I'm gonna pull back. So in order to give everybody exactly what I really want to give them, I'm not gonna make this group really overwhelming to follow. I'm not gonna have 100 people in here and that's gonna be an institution at this point, because now I gotta teach everybody their A, B, and C's. I don't got enough administrative help to show people. So that's why I'm closing the group right now, because I wanna use you guys as a success stories for the group. And I want you guys to go out and be marketing tools for me once this is over with. In order for us to all accelerate quickly, we need to be close knit. We need to be coming to the meetings on Mondays, making sure the coaching call is set up. Like, it's your job to get, I want to do the coaching call. It's nothing for me to talk. I can talk on the car, on the way somewhere, whatever. I can give you the coaching call. It's not nothing, but it's your job to reach out to me. Hey, I can talk this time. I'm free. The kids ain't going to be around. I ain't got to go to work, all of that, because I've done some coaching calls and they had to cut it short because they was at work. And it's like, okay, why would you rush me to do the call with you today? You just want to hear my voice. You just want to make sure you was getting your $30 shit paid for. Like, you should have waited till you got because I'm not available to talk to you every day. So you should have waited till you was able to do the coaching call. We can pull your credit up. We can answer you the questions that you got. Like, I'm not trying to cheat you out of your $30. Like, your $30 is going to work for you. Like, let it work. So that's what that was about. I wanted to kill that cancer in the very beginner state. You already showing me you a liar. You already showing me that you will raise commotion, because that's something you could have DM'd me. I was already DMing that girl. She was already telling me she paid for a call and when am I going to call her? And I told her I would call you Monday. It wasn't my priority to call you over my weekend. So I'm going to call you Monday. So your point of putting that in the group first thing in the morning was to arouse commotion. So I killed that cancer before it even started. And that's what it is. I'm going to do that every time, because this is not my occupation. Ready, Set, Conglomerate is a group that I'm formulating. I'm building this platform up for us. I got big plans and goals for us in this platform. And it doesn't have no time for people who are ready to go off, people who are ready to challenge me as the mentor. Like, she thought y'all was gonna all chime in and say, oh, I haven't got my call either. And this is not the place for that. So she can find her another coach. She's not gonna find nobody else offering what I'm trying to offer for this amount. And she's not gonna find nobody who she can really reach out to like that, because mentors are busy. The person I'm paying $3,500 a month for, I better get his call when he called, because he got about 1,000 other people in his group and he's not playing. Like, he not playing with me. it's my job to be serious with him because he's already serious. He's already where I want to be. So why the fuck I'm a sugarcoat or play with you? Like, you a small fish and you don't stop nothing. Like, one monkey don't stop no show. So that's the whole idea. It was a learning lesson for her, because now the next group she get in, she gonna value that membership, because she knows that you're not needed. This is not like trying to pack a house at the movie theater or at a salon or something like that. Your money is not needed here. Like, so if you were worried about that, you can just get your money back and then you could just go elsewhere, because you're going to be problematic for whoever that might try to work with you, because you want to go back and forth with me. You want to bicker. You know, she should have just took what I said and just went and did that. And then if she had any personal views on that, she could have waited till we were on the phone call. It's just, that's just bottom line. I swear I always hang up and call back so for somebody else. Oh yeah, you got to do that with the credit company. So I wanted to go over a few things with y'all. Did anybody have a chance? Who's all cut up on everything? Who's all made their Duns and Bradstreet? Wait, back up. Who's all accessed their Identity IQ? I'm asking y'all to do that under my link because, one, I'm an affiliate with Identity IQ. I get commission off of your membership. Yes. I encourage everybody else to get affiliate marketing going. If you fucking got Identity IQ, Teachable, VPN on your stuff, if you any of those things that you're paying monthly for, try to get an affiliate link, y'all. It's another source of income. Not only that, I have access to your Identity IQ. I can't see your credit stuff unless you give me your login and password, but I can see if you have good credit or bad credit. It's like a chart on my affiliate platform portal. It's a chart where it says these members are in the poor, these members are in the good, these members are in the excellent. This whole group is so that everybody is fundable. So I can go and do funding for you guys. I have a strong suit where I know how to fill out applications and credit card applications to where I can give the banks, I can finesse the banks out the most money. So I told you guys my momentum behind everybody being credit friendly and everybody being credible, meaning you are lendable on paper, meaning you don't have collections and derogatory marks, so a bank is willing to give you money, is to show y'all how to benefit from the highest extent. I get 10% of that. So if everybody on here get 100K in credit cards, yes, you owe me $10,000. What I'm gonna do for y'all, because I know a lot of people don't really got that money laying around, I'm not even gonna charge you up front. See, my coach charged me up front. When she got me the $50,000 card, she said, okay, well, give me my $5,000, go find it. I don't care where you find it. And then you get your money back when this credit card comes. But I had to pay her to learn the sauce. I needed to see how she was filling the applications out, what she was talking about, what she was saying. So it was worth the investment. But since she's been so burned by people, she don't allow them to get their credit cards in the mail first. No, you got to pay me my money up front, because you're going to get the credit card, your credit going to be clean, and you're going to not even answer my call no more. But since I know a lot of people are in the red still, they're not making the money that they need to be making right now, I'm going to allow y'all to pay me with the credit money. And I'm going to allow y'all, and I'm going to show you guys how to budget that into your expenses. So that way you won't go broke again. You won't spend all of the money that you got in credit on all your bills before you even make money, flip it 2 times or 3 times to get your bill money. So yes, that's what it like. So everybody's clear on that. If Jada gets you funding, you owe her 10% of the funding. Now, granted, I have showed a lot of love. A bunch of people got the Goldman Sachs $1,000 credit card. I didn't take $100 for them because I understand $1,000 ain't no money to invest for real. You needed that $1,000 because you need to get caught up on a bill or two, and that $1,000 ain't really enough money to get no 10% out of that. But when it's money on the line, yes, I want my check, I want my fee. That's just what it is. It was so hard for me to get high limit credit cards few months ago, and I had high credit. I had a 700 credit score. It wasn't until I really started learning credit that I was able to just get a credit card. And when your business credit is top tier and your personal credit is top tier, it's your job as the entrepreneur to go after funding on a daily basis. I'm from the hood, but my business not from the hood. I can go touch this amount of capital on paper legally the bank is willing to give me this amount of money, but I'm gonna do the right thing with the money. Understand, being a millionaire, being a 7, 8 figure, 9 figure earner, it's a mindset. If you have $1 million and you spend $1, you're no longer a millionaire. That's a mindset. What are you gonna do with your $1 million to make it $2 million? What are you gonna do with the $2 million to make it $3 million? You can't just keep spending and buying everybody in your family an Escalade truck, because you will eventually run out of that money. And that's how people go back bankrupt. And that's how people go be broke, be rich this year or got money this year and broke in 2 years. And you be like, damn, what the fuck they do with the money? They didn't create cash flow. So that way, when they spent that $1 million, when they spent that $1, $2, $3, and they just saw that $1 million deterring away from them, they didn't have no investments that was bringing in an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month. So that way, when they do spend, it's being replaced because they got cash flow coming in. So that's the first thing. If you guys had any shock or any was in a blind about that, we're here to get funded. We're here to get funded. My goal is to make sure every member can get at least $50,000 to $100,000 on their personal credit. Of that, I get 10%. If you get $7,000, I get $700. Do everybody understand the 10% rule? So that way, when your personal credit is top tier, your information is updated, your inquiries are low, under 3 inquiries on each bureau, you have no collections, you have no late payments, everything derogatory has been removed, we go into business credit. Because business credit doesn't factor in your debt to income ratio. If you got 3 cars on your name reporting and you got a house on your name, your debt is $400,000 on your credit report. We chunking off some of that debt. When you on business credit, they don't give a fuck if you got $1 million in bills. I want y'all to see McDonald's business credit. They probably got trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that they owe the bank, billions, literally. But since the bank see that they make $1 billion a day, the bank is okay with giving them these billions. Your debt to income ratio does not factor against you on business credit. You can have an unlimited amount of inquiries. I told y'all inquiries decrease y'all score 6 to 8 points. So when I just applied for this credit card, they just approved me. Y'all heard them just approve me on the phone. I'm about to go delete that inquiry. When they email me and tell me my card is on the way, I'm going to delete that fucking inquiry, because inquiries decrease your score 6 to 8 points. But on the business side, you can have an unlimited amount of inquiries. So that's why I'm trying to show y'all, when you wake up and go say, okay, I want to expand my store to the east side, but I know in order for me to get a loan, in order for me to get a lease, the lease to the store might be $2,000 a month. I need $50,000 in inventory. I need $20,000 put to the side so I can play my employers for the whole year. I need $10,000 for marketing because I want 10 billboards all around the city. I want to pay Ari $40,000 for a month to post it for me, or Jada Waiter. I need a $70,000 startup. Oh, I need $5,000 for packaging. I need $4,000 for graphic designs in my website. I got a $90K startup. You got $90,000 in capital waiting. What you gonna do with the money? But you gotta have your blueprint. You gotta have your shit well thought out or calculated, or else you just spending. You spend so much money making the business pretty, but you didn't spend enough time to organize the business aspect of the business, so you're not making money. It was just money spent, and you thought you had an ego in your business. You thought because it was you, your friends, and your family was gonna come support, and the money was gonna come back. But that was that ego, that personal, that you need to take out of business and understand. Your customer are people you don't even know. You never seen them before. You never met them before. How are you gonna draw them in? You're gonna do free marketing. You're gonna do free marketing. You're gonna spend just as much as you spent on the pretty business, on the pretty paint and the LED sign looking all nice. You're gonna spend just as much money on advertising, creating Google ads, getting your business listed on Mize, Yellow Pages, White Pages. You're gonna get billboards. You're gonna go door to door with your flyers. You're gonna get on the news. You're gonna pay for couponing. You're gonna pay people to shout it out. You gotta spend just as much advertising as you were spending on the interior, on the exterior, on the interior of branding that business. And that's why businesses fall short, and that's why businesses don't make it to 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure. That's why in 2014, when I started my business, I really didn't start making money till 5 years after being in business. That's why I really haven't hit my 8-7-figure mark, because I'm not spending exactly the same amount on advertising, growing my business. Nobody knows about my business. The people that I know on social media and just the people that know me and they know I got a shop or got this business for that people, that's not enough people to see 7-8 figures. That's just enough people to see the money I'm seeing now, which is a few thousand here and there. And if I do a sale, a good 20,000 or something, it's not enough money for people all around the world to do business with me, like Walmart, like Panera Bread, like McDonald's. So understand that, y'all. It's not rocket scientists, but it's your coach that's going to open your eyes to these things that you weren't going to really open your eyes to if you didn't have the coaching. So that's why you really utilize something when you get a free gym, but you really don't start taking heed to it unless you really start spending your money on it. Then that's when you're paying attention to how well is this working for me. But if you give out too many free gyms, people are not going to take heed to it. Understand, it's marketing. When you see somebody that is talking about something interesting and you want to get into it, it's marketing. Marketing is no more than a manipulation of the color. I mean, the customer, down to the color. Oh, I like her brand. The color is so nice, the way she put the colors together. Her logo looks clean. Her website looks clean. She's consistent in social media talking about her brand. It's marketing. Marketing is the manipulation of the customer to buy into you. So it's not really like a piece of paper that you printed out and this is marketing. No, marketing is a mindset. Marketing is a mindset, guys. So we all understand the 10% rule. That's my momentum behind getting you guys to clean your credit. Credit changed my life. I encourage everybody to work on their personal credit. Again, I'm going to say it, I'm going to preach it every day, because unless you got a rich family or somebody to go write you a check for the things that you want, you need that $90,000 startup. You can't make $90,000 on your job to put it in a business and hope that you're going to get the return. You need to spend the money before the business even start. So that's why you have to fund yourself through credit. If you don't come from money, you got to have a good relationship with the banks to where they're willing to lend to you. So that's why I'm preaching credit. Credit is something where you could be broke today and rich tomorrow, but it's what you do with the information. It's what you do with it. Yeah, you got 100K in credit, but if you went and bought 10 Birkin bags for 10,000 each, you broke now. Your mindset was equivalent to 10 purses. But if you go use that $10,000 10 different times to start 10 startup businesses with 10K, now you making 100,000, because each of those businesses is probably gonna bring you 5,000 a month now that you spent that $10,000. You go spend $10,000 and get you 3 or 4 Airbnbs, you're making $2,000, $1,000 a month off each of those Airbnbs if you're paying the lease. So that's how you make your money work for you. You do the math first. Before you spend the money, you do the math first. The guy was literally telling me, Jada, you spent about $7,000 in coaching and courses and classes and all of that. Now go start doing everything that you learned in each of those courses. So I started with my business plan. My business plan is about 30 pages long. I bullshit you not. I have to read it every day. With the redeveloping my shop, I have to read it every day. I need to know what numbers and what quota I was supposed to meet that's going to incorporate that money that I spent on that back into it. So you really have to have your tangible shit really in physical form printed out so you can go revisit it every day. You can't just be thinking it. You can't just be knowing it in your head, because that's not how you bring it to life. That's not how you make a thing a real thing. So I really had to go and print out my business, finish writing it. I took a course on how to write a business plan, how to pitch it to banks, and how to write a business plan. I really had to finish writing a 30-page plan. I had to get help. I had to hire my friend Amanda, who is also a 7-figure career woman. She's an engineer for GM. She know about business plans. She got a semi-truck business. I hired her because she was real calculated. I gave her $1,000 to help me write it. So now she was on me. She was literally taking notes, jotting them down. And I'm gonna go over it with y'all too, because that's the exercise we're gonna do today on delegation. She was really taking notes. I was just speaking to her about what I wanted to talk about on this page, that page. She was taking notes. She actually typed it for me, but we formulated it together. That's what I challenge y'all to do too. You might not be good at social media. Go get you somebody that's good at social media. You might not be good at credit repair. Go get somebody to repair your credit. Like, give yourself, make your money work for you in that way. So give yourself less things to do, less hats to wear. So I hired her. We got it done in about 2 months. I was able to pitch it to different angel investors and bank loans, and then I was able to get the capital up to $300,000. So now if I want to go open up all these different shops, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to do the business plan first. I'm going to start with the one I got right now. I'm gonna make sure it's pushing the numbers that I want, and then we're gonna expand to different states, because now we got the capital seed money. Now we can make it make sense on paper, but I'm not about to just be going to borrow all these different people money and then I'm not doing what I said I was gonna do. I done opened up this pretty store in LA and it's charging me this amount of money, and I'm spending so much money on just saying I got this store, but I don't got nobody to work in it. No, I'm gonna go do my legwork first before I spend $1. And God was telling me, Jada, write your business plan. You don't got the money right now. You got big plans, you got big dreams, you got a vision. Write your business plan. And once you write your business plan, that's when your credit is gonna start giving you money. Once you have it in your mind how you about to make this money, that's when your credit gonna get clean. In 2 or 3 weeks from now, a month from now, your shit gonna be ready. You gonna get your first $20,000 card, your first $50,000 loan, whatever the case may be. You're gonna have me working on your behalf. We going all the way up to 100K. You're gonna get your money, and now you gotta think, look, you gotta be able to see your plan on paper. Like, once you get the money, you're gonna be like, hell yeah, they just deposited this to my bank account. Let me go book a trip for me and my baby. Let me do this. Now I got the money. Now I can pay her back. She been on my head. I can pay her. And you can do all of that stuff. But you gotta make sure that you've created a budget for miscellaneous spending. You gotta make sure that you already know, oh, I can still do A, B, C, and D, because this was my blueprint behind getting this money. Like, it wasn't to just go do all of the things that I said I couldn't do because I didn't have the money. Like, it was to do what I said I was going to do. I have to be calculated to be able to keep this money going, because if I don't, I understand that I will end back up at $0 where I was. So it's about that. I want to educate y'all on how to get the money, how to keep the money, and how to keep the money revolving, how to do it for y'all kids and generations to come. That's how we going to break the generational curse. Believe it or not, everybody had so much money during the pandemic, they was giving away free money, and people think that they were just doing it because we got money. No, our government is in debt. We borrow money from different countries that front us gas and different stuff that we sell over here. They front us money and we have to pay them back. Our government is in debt. But you know why they let us borrow from them? Because they know we are consumers. They know them motherfuckers gonna spend all the money they got. When we got all that free money and loans, and when the bank was being so generous, giving everybody $20,000, they were testing us. They were trying to see how much of a consumer we still are. If we still got the slave mentality that they bestowed upon us, and guess what? They know that it's gonna be another 100 years before we start using our money to make it work for us, before we start using our money to create wealth. If you think about it, you don't really need to look at your money in your bank account, stacking it all up high. And, oh my God, I got so much money. This is the most I ever had in the bank. No, you need that money to create cash flow. You don't really need it just looking pretty, stacking it up, counting it, looking cute, and all of that, taking pictures, talking to it, and all of that. You don't really need the money for that. You need the money working somewhere, so where you still have that money, but now that money is making more money. And we got to learn how to park our money into different investments to do that. So that's what this group is geared to helping everybody do. So I told y'all about the 10%. I'm about to share my screen with y'all because I want y'all to see the consulting services that are offered for y'all. Because now that I'm cutting off Ready, Set, Conglomerate, these only services are offered to the group. If you notice, I haven't been all posting like, oh, I can clean your credit, I can do this, I can do that, and the third, because I'm not trying to be no credit cleaning ass bitch. I'm not trying to be out here just getting customers to credit clean. I'm working on being out of the service industry. I want investments to where I can make that amount of money, if not more, on not servicing customers. I understand working smarter, not harder. If I want to go do hair all day, that's how I can make a bunch of money servicing people. I don't want to clean people credit. People did messed up their credit for their whole entire life. They never been driven about ready, set, conglomerate. People have messed up their credit their whole entire life, and now they've learned a little bit of things about credit, and now they want somebody to just go deliver them some free game or some results in 1 or 2 days, and you owe the whole world everything. Like, you got so many things on your credit, you ain't never paid your bills, and now you think because you paid me a few $100s that I'm gonna be able to make magic happen overnight. No, this ain't that. You got to understand, when people clean your credit, it's not, the banks don't know that you paid somebody to clean your credit. Lexington Law is one of the only people that made millions off of cleaning people credit because they put it on the platform, right? They doing exactly what I'm doing, but instead they built a whole company on credit repair. And there's some other companies too, and it's Black companies too that made fortunes off cleaning people credit. And just think about how much money tax preparers make. They only need about 1,000 clients to be a millionaire if they charging enough money to making people taxes. So Lexington Law is just doing what we're doing, but they doing it on a grand scale. And because they're such a credible business, they really structured their business right on paper. They got Better Business Bureau reporting, they got this, they got that. You trust Lexington Law to clean your credit, but the credit bureaus don't know that this is somebody else reporting fraud on your behalf. They think it's you. So they think it's you cleaning your credit because it's your job as the consumer to make sure that they're reporting accuracy to your name because it affects your buying power. Hey, I can't get approved for a car. I can't get approved for a loan. I can't get approved for a home because you're reporting negative things on my credit that are fraudulent, that are not me. You're trying to merge my file with somebody else's file with my same name, and that's not supposed to be on my social security number. You got to think, it's not like a company where it's 1 million people that work there. No, they have computers. They have specially software computers where they got software. So when you send in a dispute letter, that dispute letter pull your name, pull your email, pull your birthday, pull your social security number. It puts you in a pile by the date, according to the date. Like, that's why we teach to backdate it 2 weeks. Backdate your letter 2 weeks because by law, they only have 30 days to get back to you. If the computer sees that your date is 2 weeks backdated, they're gonna know. Put this in the priority pile so these people can get their response in 10 days. That's why it's an accelerated process, because I'm gonna backdate all my letters. I'm gonna say I reached out before the 30 days is up. So they're gonna have to, no choice but remove this shit because they only got 10 days to do their verification or do their whole process, and they see that they're already 10 days behind. So they just gonna remove it because they don't wanna get sued. Credit bureaus are companies, y'all. They get paid by your creditors and the people that's accounts you have that's reporting to your name every 30 days. They pay them to report this to your name. So their businesses, you can sue their business. We have laws. By being American citizens, we have consumer affair laws. We have Oscar laws that you can research. I've researched the laws, the Oscar laws. You can do it too. You can type it in Google, research Oscar laws. I include them in my dispute letters. That's why I get results. I was educated to do so. The coaches and stuff that I bought into, they educated me to do so. So I learned that. So I'm bringing the resource to you guys. So there are laws when they try to just report inaccuracies on your credit report that they legally can't do. They legally can't discriminate against you. Like, they can be sued and they will have to owe you money. So that's why they want to let me just clean her shit off real quick. She's saying it's not her. I don't even feel like dealing with it. It's 1 million more people who I got to get through. And then, like I said, it's all computers, and it's somebody going to click off and check off on the computer. If they see that you've been calling in every fucking week, emailing them, texting them, emailing the CEO, sending in letters, they like, this lady is serious. This really not her debt. She done did all of this. We got a whole paper trail. We notating the account. She didn't call in 20 times. It's about who you get on the phone. somebody is going to delete that shit off your name because they just don't want to do the work. It's about to be 5 o'clock. They ready to get off. They going to just delete it. And it's about being aggressive, and it's about showing consistency. You're showing adamacy when you're showing consistency. So this is why they're going to give you the results that you seek. So like I said, the stuff that I know about credit, I'm not a credit specialist. I'm not a credit guru. You can't Google this information. It's not in a book because it's theory. It's my own personal theory from what I've learned, what I've compiled together, the things that I've taught myself just through going through the process, getting so many denials, getting the letters, getting the denials, calling the credit company, learning my shit. So that's what I'm teaching you. You can't Google this information. So you're getting my personal insight on this. And it's very valuable too, compared to somebody who's never dealt with credit before, or a person who's never had a credit card of $50,000 or $80,000 or an unpreset credit card spending, like where you can go buy anything in credit. Credit is king, cash is queen. That's why you need to make that cash. If you are making money, you need to make that cash work for you. We live in a credit-based company. We live in a credit-based country. If you take $1 million into a bank right now, they're not going to deposit it. They're going to be like, hold on, where the fuck you get all this money for? We need to make sure this is not money laundering. We don't want to take your money. You might be a drug dealer. This might be some illegal money. We not about to put our name on the line for your ass, but walking that bitch with an 850 credit score, bringing $1 million in there. I bet you they put your money in their bank. So credit is king, cash is queen. If you bring too much cash to a dealership, unless they doing some scurvy shit, they gonna be like, how the fuck you get all this cash? Like, wait, hold on. We gotta account for this money that you have. You can't buy a fucking mortgage without accounting for this money and having paid taxes on it, because the IRS will come for you. If you just dropping $1 million cash, you don't got no bank account, you don't got no credit, the IRS is coming to get your ass. So just let that be known. Just let that be known. This is why you leverage your credit. You leverage your credit to gain status and to gain prestige. When I call the bank, once they see that 805 credit score, once they see that she have a revolving credit of $1 million, oh, let's see what this bitch is talking about. Let's give her some more credit, because she's probably getting to a bag. And we know this because the other businesses on her credit report are showing that they're willing to lend to her. She pay her bills on time. Her utilization is low as fuck, or 0% to 30%. This lady means business. They know that a person who don't know money or know how to manage finances, they not getting to an 850 credit score. They not getting to an 800 credit score. They don't have 0% utilizations. They got collections and charge-offs and chargebacks and all of that. They got collections and late payments. That tells them a lot. That's why you're not going to get approved with a late payment on your credit, because why the fuck will I give you any of my free money and you don't pay this $20,000, $30,000 bill, $20,000 bill? You already can't make a payment on this $100 a month. So why I'm going to give you some more money? So best believe you get judged by your credit score. You get judged by your credit score. So that's why I just called them with the attitude that I had. Like, am I being discriminated against? Because why am I not getting approved? What's the problem? Because you're getting judged by your buying power based off your credit. That's why it's important to build your history. That's why I'm going to talk to y'all about trade lines and CPNs and stuff like that today, and really educate y'all on that, because and how you use that as a tool. You use everything as a tool to get to the next level. How do you do that? Because why is that even a thought? Why are we doing that? And I'm gonna explain to you why. Because the bank is looking at your credit history. You had a high enough score to get approved. They pre-qualified you at the highest interest rate because they looked at your credit score and they seen that your profile was not strong. Your profile didn't have high limit credit cards. Your profile didn't say that you bought a house and paid it off before. Your profile let them know, oh, she paid her bills late. Her utilization is high. Every credit card she gets, she maxed it out. She got a bunch of inquiries on each bureau. She's thirsty for credit. She relies on credit. That's why she's applying for so much credit. Like, your credit tells them a lot about you. And I'm trying to show y'all the significance of being able to read between that and know what they're looking for. What does it take to get approved for an unlimited Black card with American Express? What they want to see. I know what they want to see because I have an unlimited Black card with American Express. So that's just to give y'all a little insight. I kind of went a lot in depth because, like I said, people are not on this right now. It's only about 17 people on here right now, but I'm saving these and I'm recording it because I want the new group members that do come when we open up the group again after today to see this information. Like, I don't want to keep talking and repeating the same thing over and over. So that's why I'm recording it, because that's why I say catch up on the replays, because something valuable that I might have said in the first replay, I'm not saying it again. I'm not holding your hand. You didn't join the group then. The opportunity was available. You probably didn't know about it. You probably didn't follow me, whatever the case may be. It's okay. That's your job to get caught up on where we've been. We already passed there. We're not going back there. Once all of our credit is clean and we got 100K in funding, we're not going back to late payments and collections, because now we know how to work the system. Now we know how to make our credit pay for our livelihood and keep everything going around in the circle like we did our job at one point. And like I said, once we build our personal credit to being top tier, all our inquiries are under 3 on each bureau, our utilization is down. We've created enough cushion to where we don't have to work as hard, or we don't have to work our jobs as much, because now we understand money and how to use it as a tool. Now we understand credit and how to use it as a tool. We're going to business credit so we can wake up. Literally, I just told you all about millionaire habits and millionaire mindset. I just got a $26,000 credit card today, and I'm not done. It's more banks that I want to apply to, because on the business side, you can apply to however many banks you want. I have more than one EIN number. I have more than one LLC number. So I'm working on getting Flossy Furs funded, so Flossy Furs can get their own store. So I'm on paper getting Flossy Furs a bunch of line of capital, a bunch of lines of credit, so that Flossy Furs can grow on a higher scale, because I don't have to front my money no more. I can use the bank money to do the things that I was gonna do with my money. If you willing to spend all your own money, you must really believe in your business. So that's why that business better be calculated out down to a science, so you can know how much money you're gonna be making back on that business. Please mute your microphone.
Some cough drops.
So that's what I do every day. I have a millionaire mentality to where I understand what it takes to become a millionaire. You don't start with $1 million to become a millionaire. You start with a lesser amount of that. It only might take you 50,000 in revolving credit or something to make your $1 million, but you got to be disciplined on your numbers and what number you need to hit every day to become a multi-millionaire. So it's a millionaire habit to wake up and go get applied for funding for your business, because that's growing your business. That's in growing your investment fund. Now you have access to capital to do more smart passive income ventures. You might need to sell 2 or 3 houses to bring in that money to be able to support, to pay the bank back and make a profit, so that makes sense. A lot of things that we living in a time where people didn't wake up one day and say, I want to be an Airbnb host. I want to be a famous subleaser and be an Airbnb host to make my millions. That's what I've always dreamed to do. No, we living in a time where it's a lot of ways to make money. There's a lot of ways to make money, and some things are just good business decisions. I didn't grow up and say, I want to learn how to rehab houses. I want to meet a man that's going to teach me how to make money rehabbing houses. No, but once I'm a businesswoman, once I seen that was a great opportunity, a great business decision, I want to tap into that. That's a way where you can make a bunch of profit real quick and don't have to put a lot of money into it. And that can set you up for your next big deal or your next thing. And I need the money to feed the bank back their money so I can keep it going. I'm not spending $1 million to make $1 million. So it's like knowing your numbers and being well calculated. I can't stress that enough to you guys. So I wanted to bring up the consulting services that I've allocated for you guys. Ready, Set, Conglomerate. I'm gonna just read everything. Starting a business is fun until you realize that you keep hitting your head, going in circles that can't seem to get you to the next level. Most times we just start our businesses with no coaching or guidance, no business plan, no business You took no business classes, accredited classes, no guidance. Therefore, we miss all the loopholes and can't seem to develop a blueprint as we go. If you're working all day at your job, you can't write a blueprint. You can't write a 30-page business letter because you got to do 12 hours a week on your job, or 50 hours a week, or 60 hours a week on your job. And you got to go home and eat and sleep just to be able to get up and do it again. This program is designed to condition your mind to transition from your business mindset from small Black business to a company. In order to pass down generational wealth and break cycles, learning scalability and systems and delegation is imperative. While learning the power to leverage to take your life to the next level, join a room with like-minded individuals. Welcome to the conglomerate. Pep talk. Pep talking is where you've had your monthly coaching call that you're entitled to with your $30 membership seed. You've been in the Discord, you've caught up on all the replays, you've done all the homework, you've done all your leg work, but you need to get on Jada's schedule to talk to her today. Jada, I got something going on. I'm stuck here. You weren't responding in Discord. I haven't been able to contact you. You don't owe me a coaching call, but I need extra talking to you right now. I might need you to look over this deal for me. I got the money to get an Airbnb. I got the money to close on a mortgage, but I want to make sure with my coach that this is the right thing to do. Or this might be, you're not in the membership, the mentorship, and you just want to book a call for me to see what I could do for you, what resources I feel like are available for you, because you feel like I know my shit. So let's have a conversation. Interested in joining the conglomerate, want to know what we're all about, book this call. It's life-changing. I gotta go fix that typo. I'll fix that in a minute. Oops, hold on. Want to know what we're all about, book this call. It's life-changing. Right, so this is just a pep talk just to get people to tap into the group. People have questions before they sign up. They want to kind of know what the group is about. So I understand that. I'm that type of person too. I want to know what I'm getting myself into. I might need an extra little talk. That's what that is. Coaching tier 1 structure. We did some structure exercises in the replays where I had you guys know your business address. It's not supposed to be your personal address reporting to your business. You shouldn't be doing taxes under your business with your personal address. So this was the structure exercises in some of the beginning replays when we were working on structure. We also developed a professional email signature that was structure. Once everybody's business address is updated with the IRS and Laura, like I assigned in those homework assignments, we're gonna go and list them in visibility, where we're gonna list them on Google pages, Moz, Yellow Pages, White Pages, and all of that to get your business structured. Because believe it or not, before you get funded for huge business funding, they're gonna Google your business. They're gonna look and see if you have a 1-page website. They're gonna look and see if they can find you on Google. They're going to look and see if you got Google reviews. They're going to look and see if your business is listed, and if they can find your business, if you're really verifiable, and if you're visible, if we can find you. If you're really a real business, you should have a website, a 1-page website. You should have some type of forum on Google. So coaching tier 1 structuring is $199. This is if you don't want to do the work yourself. If you're not in Ready Set Conglomerate, if you just want to pay somebody to do things for you, or you want to actually go week by week when I give assignments and do the homework yourself, or maybe your business is already structured, what's included? Personal recommendations, critical drawing board plan, where we actually draw out a real drawing board plan. Some people don't have an EIN, a LLC, or nothing. So we get you an EIN, we register your business on paper. Execution advice, executive advice and support with execution, meaning like we're doing this stuff. You're going to go and make the EIN. You're going to go LLC it today. You're going to go structure your business correctly. We're going to do that when you book this service for $199. If you need an EIN, if you need an LLC. Once you get all that stuff, you go get your business bank account. I already gave a lot of this out as the homework. So these are the services that I'm having y'all do yourself, so y'all don't have to pay me $199 to do it. I might not be moving as fast as some of y'all want, but that's why you can book this service, or you can just climb your tiers in the group. Credit overview. I look at your identity IQ. I look over it and I tell you A, B, C, and D3 need to be done. You can take it from me because I have an 805 credit score. If you don't have an 805 credit score, I can give you advice on how to get to an 805 credit score or higher. Recommendations, 2 months of private group membership. So this is for people who are not in the group already. That's what that $199 covers. Tier 3, building business credit, must be eligible. If you don't have good personal credit, you cannot build business credit. When they look at your credit score, your personal credit score serves as a personal guarantor for business credit. So in order to get approved for business credit, you have to have a Duns & Bradstreet number. So you have to have a Duns & Bradstreet number for you to start building that PAYDEX score to get approved for business credit. But then again, they're going to look at your personal credit to see how well or how good your personal credit looks, to know how much money they're going to lend you in business. If you have bad personal credit, you're not going to be able to build business credit. That's why that says must be eligible. Secure 5 net 30 accounts. So I'll get you 5 lines of credit under your business account for $200. Plan development to boost PAYDEX score. So when you get those 5 net 30 accounts, you'll be building business credit at that point. And I'm gonna tell you on how to pay this stuff back, what to do with it, how that's gonna build your PAYDEX score. Application, that's $250. This is a top tier service of Jada applying for various capital and financing alternatives on your behalf. She will use what she's learned in her own application experiences and denials to navigate through yours. She will complete bank applications for you with numerous financial institutions and coach you through removing the hard inquiries. Please note, approvals are not based on Jada's discretion. This service only guarantees she will review your credit, apply for various grants, credit cards, and loans. So it's a lot of people who you might just want me to do the application for you. You don't want to apply. You want me to do the application for you. I actually have to go and add, I get 10% of that to this. So you guys are in my group, so I'm willing to coach you through that, like meaning your credit get clean. I'm willing to apply on your behalf without charging you the $250. Like I said, these are just consulting services that I offer on my platform. I'm cutting the group off, so it doesn't have anything to do with mentorship, but I get people all the time to ask me, apply for this loan, apply for this grant for me, and I'm gonna charge you $250 just to do it on your behalf. Not whether you get approved or not, just to do it on your behalf. Now, when you're in the group, I'm not charging you this $250 because I'm getting 10% of the proceeds. So this is just for that person who might just want me to do an application for them and they want to just pay me to do it and they don't want to give me 10%. But like I said, that's cut off now. So because you can't join my group. So this will probably more than likely just be a grant. So far, I've only did it for people who saw me doing grants and they like, do mine for me, and I charge them $250. Obviously, if I'm about to get you, I'm not about to get you a big old credit card and only get $250 of it. So I apply for you like a fucking $1,000 credit card or something like that, and then you I charge you the $250. Structuring tier 2, $350. What's included? Attacking credit to create a plan to scale. Removing hard inquiries, updating information with credit bureaus, updating NAICS codes. NAICS codes are identifiers. So if your business is a salon or a restaurant, you have certain NAICS codes. I'll update those with the bureaus and update those on Duns & Bradstreet. DMV establishment, get you a Duns number, and NAV monitoring. So I'll download NAV app and monitor your PAYDEX score. That's with tier 2 structuring. For $350. Credit grooming. This is a new service. I want everybody to listen because this is why I put this on here for y'all. $450. A lot of people had in their mind that they was going to join this group for $30 a month and I was going to clean their credit. That was false. I'm not cleaning nobody's credit. Understand, I've invested thousands and thousands of dollars into what I know about credit and the significance of credit, and even thousands of dollars on people to clean my credit. I didn't pay somebody $1,000 before just to take off one late payment. And then I just learned that you can remove late payments for your hospital bills real easy because that's the HIPAA law. You can reference HIPAA law and do a lot of different things in your dispute letter, quote a lot of different things to where they have to by law delete that because you're not supposed to sell a medical debt. That's HIPAA law. So I didn't pay somebody $1,000 just to clean off a medical bill because it was only $350, but I still needed to delete the negative reporting. I would have paid them the $350, but it would have still showed up on my credit report that it was late before, and it would have still counted against me and decreased my score over 80 points as a late payment. So I'm offering you guys credit grooming services, $450. If people are ready to pay today, I will do it for $400, $399. If you're ready to pay today, other than that, we can't do it until you have $450. That's just what it is. You need to learn how to make investments in yourself to get to the next level. I'm not promising you anything because my time is very valuable and I don't really have a lot of time to work on a lot of people's stuff or add to the stuff that I already got going on. This is my seed to you is $450 to my group members only because I'm not just cleaning random people off the street credit. Credit is something you don't have to market. I cleaned my boyfriend credit. So now his mama, auntie, brother, uncle, cousin, all of them is calling me. Jada, do what you did for me for Kevin. Do what you did for me. Give me them cards that he got, them credit cards. So credit is something that I don't have to market, guys. Either you know, if you don't, you don't. The people who get it, and the people who don't. I have an ample amount of people that I can clean. Starting with my own family, starting with my own peers and friends and stuff like that. So I have customers that I'm working on. Even though y'all don't see me promoting that on social media, it's something that I don't have to promote because I became so skilled at it. I have people reaching out, chasing me about it. So $450, overview of your credit repair on loopholing your own debt off of your report to increase your buying and funding power. Will potentially omit up to 5 derogatory marks from your credit report with all 3 bureaus. Hold on, somebody is asking to get back in the group. Admit. Let me let her in. So will potentially omit up to 5 derogatory marks from your credit report with all 3 bureaus. Bankruptcy removal, student loans, child support, repossessions, pursuit is an additional $250. So if you have a bankruptcy, if you need a bankruptcy removed, if you got high, now a lot of people want to remove their student loans, and I want to let you guys know this. It's still federal, student loans is. So you still have to pay these people or be on a deferment or something like that, or they will garnish your stuff or do whatever they need to do to come after you for their money. They will still put a judgment on your name. It's just not on your credit report. So when you go to try to get approved for a house or a car, it's not recording that debt anymore. So it's not affecting your buying power, but these are still your bills and you still owe them. These are just loopholes. When somebody cleans your credit, it's just a loophole. They finesse the system to clean your credit, basically. It's not like no magic or nothing that they're doing. They're doing all of this paperwork to get this stuff off of you. So when the bank pull your name, they'll be willing to lend to you or give you something. So you still own these debts, but you don't have to pay a bankruptcy. I mean, bankruptcy just affects you because nobody wants to lend you because you went bankrupt. Student loans, a lot of people want to remove their student loans, but you might need to keep your student loans on your credit because my student loans are still on my credit because I need the history. I need the history. We're going to talk a little bit more about history in a minute when I go to trade lines. But so student loans, child support, repossessions, all of that, if you in pursuit of removing that off your personal credit, because those are your real debts, you really had a repossession. So these are really supposed to be recorded on your credit. So you can't call me like, oh, my repossession still ain't off. It's been 3 weeks. This your real fucking repossession. I gotta be more aggressive to remove your real debt. It's a loophole. We're finessing the system. Understand what's happening. This is not legally supposed to be not on your credit. That's $250 more. So if you got a real fucked up report and you got bankruptcies and all of that, it's $700 to fix your credit. $450 plus $250. If you sign up today, that $450 is $300. I mean, $400, $399. I'm sorry. That 400, that 450, I'm taking $50 off for Ready Set Conglomerate members. So you're looking at $400 to get your credit swept. But is it gonna be an investment for you if you say, I'm gonna be able to wake up and get $10,000 and $20,000 credit cards, and this girl is gonna work on my behalf to give me $100K in funding? And so you have to make some investments. I'm not gonna create an extra amount of work for me for no reason. Like, I'm a businesswoman. I'm doing this to make business for myself, secure business for myself, and to grow myself and to grow you guys. And that's not a lot of money, because the first time I cleaned something on my credit.
Excuse me, not to cut you off, but I got, can I say something?
Yeah.
So you remember this cachet. So remember when we was texting or whatever, can I get that same price? And that's,
Remember,
huh?
I say,
we was talking about the bankruptcy,
what did you?
and then you was like $350 for to help me or whatever.
Because that was the only thing on your credit, right?
And the hard inquiries.
Yeah. Yes, because you only have one thing. You don't have like a whole bunch of negative reporting. You have bankruptcy and some inquiries that's holding you back from getting financially funded. So yes, I will still honor that price.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna send it to you today.
Okay, cool. So if you have, so basically, if you just got a bunch of late payments and collections, no bankruptcy, no child support, no repossession, all of that is $400 today for Ready Set Conglomerate members. $50 off to all Ready Set Conglomerate members. No time frame can be given. Pressure and aggression will be applied, and results on your report will be seen in under 30 to 60 days. This service is non-refundable. It's a non-refundable service, and if a person try to dispute it or anything like that, I will pursue you guys legally, because I have a legal team that's involved in my budget, and I'm not working countless hours on people's behalf for no reason, because I want to let you guys understand the way you get results with this. This your real bankruptcy. So I might have to write the bankruptcy court 14 letters before they actually remove your bankruptcy. I might
because you remember when you was like, when you said it or whatever, I'm like, okay, maybe I can do it myself. But it's like 6 different steps you will have to take. And then it's like, have you ever heard of like them extra credit bureaus? Like Lexa.
I put that in y'all homework. You were supposed to freeze all of those. Clarity Sources, Lexus.
Yes, it's 3 of them. And then I had did some like the papers or whatever. When I get them, I just send them to you or give them to you.
Yeah, keep all the papers they send you. We'll need them.
Yes. So I have started, but I'm like, it's gonna get a little.
It's a process, guys. If you're not educated on law, if you're not educated on credit, it's a process. It might not be the first time. Now, mind you, it's all about who you get that works at this company. If a person is real nice, maybe they went through bankruptcy themselves and they see how bad they had it when they had a bankruptcy. They see how hard they had it. They might just be in a good spirit today. They just got a raise. They just hit the lottery, something. They like, fuck it, I'm gonna just help her out. So it's all about who you get. But understand, you're paying a person to constantly be on the phone for you, constantly to call and act like Cassia and try to get this disputed off your credit. I might have to call 30 times. I might have to wait on hold 30 minutes each time, an hour each time. They might hang up on me when they finally answer the call. You're paying me so I don't get frustrated during the process, but understand it's a process. This is all your real debt. We're trying to get your debt wiped out for free. So it might be a process, and that's why it's not refundable, because my time is not refundable. I might spend 8 hours, 16 hours, 40 hours just to get your stuff to come off, and you feeling like I haven't done no work for you, but you don't really see the behind the scenes. So that's why I'm also going to, after I get everybody funded and everybody, we actually start seeing results in the group, because the group is really new, I'm gonna start showing y'all my process, my tactics on how I'm doing credit repair, how I'm cleaning it, how I'm offering it as a service. So it's gonna be an opportunity for y'all to learn this whole process. And if you want to charge people $800, $1,000 to clean their credit, you want to start with your mama, your cousins, your friends, and do a couple people for free just to know your shit and keep testing your theory and come up with your own formulation of how you really got results in a timely manner, and you get cold with your shit, I'm gonna be able to show you. I'm gonna say, you're gonna come to me and say, I want to learn how to do it. I'm gonna charge you for teaching you how to do it. It's not a 1-day thing, it's not a 2-day class, but I'm gonna put together a class for you to teach you how to do it and show you the process. And I encourage you to use credit repair as a stream of income. If some of y'all are not service providers, so y'all not burnt out from providing services like I am. I did hair for 14 years, so I'm burnt out on service providing. So that's why you don't see me making flyers, just stop doing hair and want to get to credit repair, even though I know how to do it. I learned credit, I invested in credit and all of learning this stuff because I wanted to know how to get it for myself, how to get it for my family and my friends close to me, so I could be a resource to them, so I could be valuable to them. But of course, I'm not going to do it for free because I'm a businesswoman and that just don't make no sense. But eventually, when we get seasoned in the group, I'm gonna create the opportunity to show you guys the credit repair process. And the people who serious and want to learn, it'll be an opportunity for you to learn my tactics, my stuff. You can further educate yourself by taking other people classes too. Don't just stop here. Learn all that you can learn about the shit, and then you can charge people your $1,000 that you want to charge them. So that's what I wanted to come to y'all today, just to tell y'all what resources you got in the group, what to expect for your $30 and what to not expect. So we got the credit grooming services for y'all. A lot of people need to get groomed, their credit cleaned or swept, because you can't get approved if you have anything negative or derogatory on your credit. No late payments, no collections. You have to have a minimum of 3 inquiries on each bureau. It's a lot of things that you gotta get set up on your personal credit before you can just start calling the bank every day, getting money from them. Consulting contract, that's the last service. That is $4.99. Yes, $4.99 for 3 months. It includes let's us register your business, monthly coaching costs, 4 monthly coaching costs. So monthly you get 4 calls with me instead of just 1. I establish your EIN. I get you a virtual business address, not your personal or your mama house, LOL. LLC registry, business bank account. I'll get you more than one, a credit union account and a regular bank account, show you what to do with it, show you how to put your deposits in the bank, how to go after the credit union. The credit union get the most money, and I love credit unions, but that's a whole nother conversation. I'm gonna educate y'all on that. I got a Zoom for that. We probably do that in our next Zoom, just talking about the significance of the credit union. Plan development for understanding how to make deposit in the business bank account, access to 20 investments, and leveraging ideas. So I'll come to you and say, hey, you should do, when you get your money, you should do A, B, C, and D. That's gonna be a clear path. That's a clear-cut way for you to make a good 10K a month. Listen to what I say. Look at the numbers, do your own research, pray about it, go ask the people who you most care what they think, if that's a good idea, but look over these numbers. This is a great thing. This is how you get 10,000 in revolving capital a month to be able to support all your endeavors. Instant funding source up to 5,000. So I'll go right away when you book this service, I'll try to get you a $5,000 seed. I understand a lot of people need money right now, so I'll go apply for you a personal loan and get you up to 5,000 real quick, so that way you can invest basically that whole 5,000 in what I'm trying to show you. That might set you up to make your next 25, 50,000. So you might need to spend that 5K real quick. And if you work every month and you check the check, you don't got 5,000 to give me real quick. So I'm gonna go help you get the 5,000. Ebook access. I'm about to be done with my next ebook. So you'll get access to all my ebooks. I already give y'all access to the Airbnb ebook by just being in the group. That's one of the first replays, and it's a verbal ebook. 3-month group membership, access to unlimited group replays. Let us show you how to make a bag and what to do. So that's that service. These consulting services are exclusive for y'all. If you don't got the money, you can go get the money. You gotta be able to take chances and take risk in business. You gotta learn to invest in yourself. I wish I could just give it to you for free, but I know if I give it to you for free, you're not gonna take it serious. So that's why I'm not gonna give it out for free, because for one, I don't physically have the time or I don't even wanna put the effort into it for free. So only way I'm gonna do it and do it to the best of my ability is if you pay for it. So I'm giving y'all the sauce. I'm giving y'all this opportunity. It's for you to take it and run with it now. If you don't got the money, you need to go get the money. Income taxes, I don't know what you got to do, sell some pussy, whatever you got to do, you need to make it your business to do, because it's down to the last nitty gritty of the shit. Like, either you want it or you don't. You gonna miss your shot, or you gonna miss your opportunity trying to be scared to move on certain things. I don't have to market credit. Y'all just seen me get approved for 26,000. I got declined for the 26,000 credit card. I wanted to be straight up with y'all and show y'all the whole process. That was my real phone, my real social security number. Everything was real about that call. I was on hold for the call for 30 minutes. They declined me. I called them. I said, why the fuck did y'all decline me? For what reason? Prove it to me. And she transferred to Consumer Affairs Department, and I got approved right there on the phone call on Zoom with y'all. So that's life-changing. That's $26,000 that I can go and spend to make me more money. The way I look at that credit, it's a tool for me to go spend that to make more money for myself. And I want all people to be able to do that. I get so sad when I see people struggling and crying over a little bit of money. Like, I was literally somewhere I was at the nail salon, the girl was just talking to me. I'm just a real easy person to talk to, I guess, because people just always just get to telling me all their business. And I'm an easy listener too. So I was just listening, and she was just like, yeah, I'm about to leave my husband. We do not have a car. He got $20,000 last year and didn't do nothing with the money. And he still didn't get us a car, blah, 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 blah. He drank all his money up. And I was just telling her, like, yeah, you got to know your worth. You should probably leave him. Because, you know, y'all not getting ahead together. And y'all ain't, I was like, but don't take advice from me, because I'm not married. And you don't take advice from no bitch that's single and you married. You probably got to go consult with a person that's married. But honestly, from the outside looking in, if you're not getting to the next level with that person, you do not have to feed them your time and your energy. And she was like, yeah, he got $20,000 last 2 years when they gave everybody that. And I was like, but that's not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money. It was so much money to her, but I had to tell her, like, that's not a lot of money. You could spend $20,000 in one day. I've done it. So I'm just like, it really wasn't no money for him to invest with and to begin with, but it just saddened me so much because that was so much money to her. And in her mind, she realized once I was telling her that, oh, you're right, it's not a lot of money. So let me not be hard on my husband, but instead, let me educate him on trying to get credit to where 20,000, you can get that at the click of a button, no problem, 10 or 20 different ways. It's an unlimited amount of banks. So you can get 20,000 in business credit 10 times a day if you want to. Like, I just get so sad when our people are not exposed to this information because they keep it from us. They want to keep this stuff from us because they don't want everybody learning how to leverage their credit and how to live off the banks, because then it makes less consumers. If you know the power of money and the significance of credit, I got less people that's fucking up the credit and that I gotta go charge interest to. And I don't want everybody repaying back all their money before the penalty is charged, because they understand the science behind this. Because now I got less people that owe me interest. I'm not gonna be as rich of a bank no more. So they want to keep this information in books. They want to keep this very controlled. I don't want this group to get too big and be receiving different type of threats for myself. I don't want everybody knowing what my credit land like, all of that, because this is secure. This stuff have to be high security, confidential. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why. So that's why I'm gonna cut the group off today. I feel like I got more than enough people to reach out to and to grow and help grow and grow with. So I got more than what I need right now. I just need everybody to be 100% all 10 toes down with the shit, because that's the only way it's gonna be affectionated. Like, that's the only way we're gonna be looked at as effective and powerful. Everybody need to get funded so that way we can start putting them big deals on paper. We might come into another $450,000 grant, and we all 7-10 of us on the loan. We might be able to get our own lofts or apartment buildings in the hood. You know, we might be able to become very wealthy like we dream about, but we can't do it by ourselves. Like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't get the 450 grant by myself. So I needed a group. I needed a board member, and that's what I'm trying to create. But if we take 2 and 3 years to do it, we're going to miss our chance. So that's why everybody got to be serious. That's why I kicked Homegirl out the group, very serious in the game, very early in the game, because everybody got to be serious to get to where I'm going for us to fulfill some of the goals that I got for the group. I want to start planning outings. I asked all of y'all for y'all t-shirt size because I want to get y'all some t-shirts. I want y'all to be into this. Like, I get excited when I hear about information like this. I get really turned on by this. So I want the same thing. I want them same people in my group. I don't want people who are just negative energy and talking down about everything and scared to try new things. So be willing to invest, just like when you get paid every week or every 2 weeks, set aside $100 or $200 to invest in yourself. Even if you don't invest in yourself every paycheck, just start saving money. So when a course or a class comes up, or when you might want to get into something, you got something to work with. You don't got to start from zero. Make it a habit. It's a millionaire habit to invest. Number one millionaires, the richest people in the world, I wish you can ask them how much they invested to get there. They're going to tell you, shit, all my fucking money, all my money. I didn't save nothing, because until I was rich as this, I couldn't save nothing. So, and even then, they don't got their money in banks. They not saving it up in the bank. They got it on the market. They got it in stocks. They got it in bonds. They got it in real estate. They're still investing to keep being worth as much as they're worth. So understand that, guys. I think that was all. Oh, so this is the last thing too. So I just went through the consulting services. So everybody is in the clear about pricing and all of that stuff. Y'all can send me a personal message, a private message. I'm a businesswoman. I know a lot of people don't probably got the 450 today or the 400 today. Just contact me separately. Let me know what you're working with. I'll tell you if it's doable, if it's not, but I really want everybody to go out and get the money, because if your credit is really messed up, it's going to take time and effort to do your credit. And I'm really trying to walk away from it. Like, I don't even want to do it, but I already know I need it to be done for you to be a valuable group member in this group. Your credit need to be clean. I wanted to put y'all up on something else. CPNs and trade lines. Now, once your credit get clean, you're gonna need trade lines. What are trade lines? Trade lines are accounts, surface accounts that you can piggyback off of on your credit. They're temporary accounts. It's a black market for trade lines. Businesses use them, corporate structures use them. Everybody who's made money uses them. Basically, it's one on the flow right now that reports in April. It's $500. It reports a 20-year credit history of a revolving credit of $40,000. So once all your negative stuff is swept off your credit, because you shouldn't add no trade lines if you got negative derogatory marks. A trade line is not going to do you no good, because the bank is going to see that you missed that payment and they're not going to lend to you. So once everything is negative that's swept off your credit, you need to add trade lines. I just told y'all that they approve you when your score is high, but they're going to still give you small limits if they just see that your only credit card or the only thing that you got, you don't have no credit cards on your name. They're going to start you small in tiers. They see that you 30 years old, 40 years old, and you don't got no credit cards, they're going to give you a $200 card or a secured card. So you put the trade line on your credit so it can look like you had revolving history for 20 years at this amount. So that way the trade lines helps them approve you for a higher limit, because you're piggybacking off of that credit line. So that's why trade lines are important. I spent like $5,000 on trade lines, and they were temporary. So once I started learning credit, I invested in like $5K in trade lines, and now I get approved for $60,000, $70,000 cards. So trade lines are very important because they're temporary. They stay on your credit for about 30 to 60 days. And then while they're on your credit, you can go on a funding spree, meaning you can go apply for ample amount of cards, banks, loans, lines of credit, clean off the inquiry. And then the trade line is there to help the bank know you're piggybacking off of that history, so you can establish a stronger credit profile so that the bank can see that you're used to this type of money over a period of a time. So the $500 trade line is really I really sell it for $1,500, just to be quite frank. But I'm offering it to my group for $500 because I know that people are in the beginning investor phase where they don't really got that much to invest right now. But once they get the hang of this investment shit and once they get some seed money, this gonna be like a game for y'all. Like, it's a game for me to wake up and get approved for credit cards. Like, I really just am having fun. I'm not planning on spending all of this money. I'm not planning on going to buy a Bugatti off my black card just because I can. It's a game to me. I want to have access to the capital. So when the opportunity presents itself to me, I can do that. I can make that business move if I want to because I'm good on paper. So, trade line that's on the floor right now for April. If your credit is already clean, if you don't have nothing negative on your credit, but you don't have a big history, because we were supposed to start building credit at the age of 15 to 18. And some of us just start building credit in our 20s and in our 30s. So we have to build a stronger credit history and create that history. The trade line that's on the floor for April is a $500 trade line reporting 20-year history, $40,000 limit with 0 utilization. You need that trade line because that's how you're going to start getting approved for cards around that $40,000 that trade line is going to report on your name, and it's going to be temporary. So end of the time, that's why I'm gonna say we're not going to add the trade line on there while you're still in the process of getting your credit groomed, because we need your credit to be ready to go because it's temporary. It's going to fall off, and then you just wasted the money on the trade line because you still had collections or late payments, and the trade line didn't really work effective for you because the bank was still denying you. So I even fucked up there before too. I bought trade lines back in like 2009 or 10 or 11. I bought some trade lines just thinking I was going to be able to get some big money on my credit cards, and I had late payments on my credit card, and the girl must have not been educated enough to tell me like, oh, but you need to remove that so the trade line can be a benefit for you. So that's what I wanted to say about trade lines. The other thing was CPNs. Now, CPNs is like having a different social security number. So right now you'll hear scammers like, yeah, I did it on the CPN. They want to fuck the CPN up. But I currently have a CPN that I have since 2005. It got excellent credit. It got higher credit score than I got on my CPN. I got different cards that I rely on. I make the bills on time. I pay my bills right with the CPN. That CPN is top tier. I use that as a trade line too, because I added to some people credit, and then that good trade line reports to their credit, and it looks good for their credit, and it increases their score for the time being. So I keep my CPN very clean and a high profile because it's cheaper to keep it. Like, it's better to keep it for me because I got different cars and things that I pay for on it, and it's reporting to that credit line, and it's top tier, and it's not worth it to me to burn it all down. A lot of people just want to get CPN so they can go get credit cards in them and just spend the money and not have to pay it back. But that's hood mentality. Like, if you need some money right now, I understand you can get you one, but as your coach, I'm gonna just educate you on karma. You're not missing out on nothing. So as soon as your credit do real good and stuff like that, if you feel like you just about to keep getting CPNs and burning stuff out, you will get that karma back. You will get identity theft bestowed upon you, or you will be in a situation where you can't get no credit money or nothing because you just believe in CPNs, and you just gonna keep funding CPNs and paying, and you don't know, you gotta put trades on CPNs. So why would you pay for the CPN for damn near $1,000, put $5,000 in trades on it? You just spent $6,000, and then you gonna get 2 credit cards for $18,000, and then just say to hell with the CPN. And you could have paid them bills on time, kept a minimum balance, kept paying your minimum balance, and kept asking for increases on your CPN. Your CPN is worth a lot more than what you're trying to burn it out for. And you can use it to sell it to people as a trade line and make $1,500 off these people. So it's kind of like mindset. It's small-minded to just try to burn it out, but I understand a lot of people credit is fucked up. Like, Jada, I'm not gonna get my credit not gonna be clean for another 6 to 8 months or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm gonna use the CPN right now to get it going because I'd rather invest it into a CPN than paying to get my credit clean and all of that. But I'm gonna do the right thing with it. Or maybe I might spend a little money and not pay none back, but then I'm gonna get me another one. Like, we can't just keep going in circles doing the wrong thing for forever. Like, you can take advantage of some stuff and do it the nigga way, and then eventually you're gonna have to revolve and grow from that. So the CPNs are on the floor too. They do cost. They start off at $999, $1,000. If you need to just get a CPN, and that one will already have a trade line on it because I'm gonna add that one trade line to it for you for your $1,000, because maybe you just need to get access to some capital right away and you don't really got the time to wait on your credit to get clean and pay to get your credit clean. I'm gonna offer my group CPNs, but I just wanted to educate y'all on what to do with them, the proper thing. A lot of times people do get CPNs and they just spend all the money and burn them up, and then you got to pay another $1,000 plus the trade money just to get it. So just keep all of that stuff in mind on what you're doing. We're not making all these steps to take 10 steps back. So that's another thing that I want to bring to y'all attention. On Facebook, I am gonna start just posting trade line availability on there. So when I get access to new trade lines, I'll say, hey, here we go. I'm almost done creating all of the stuff in Facebook that I want to do. I know I still need to add some people to Facebook. I'm gonna accept y'all requests. And yeah, I still haven't even added the rubrics to Facebook. I got to dress it all up. I'm waiting on the graphic designer to give us our graphics back for Ready Set Conglomerate. And then I'm going to put all y'all homework in there. I'm going to drop gems in there, put topics in there for us to talk about, so we can have fun with it. I don't want everything to be so serious and so down and out and I'm lecturing y'all or stuff like that. Like, I want to be able to have fun. I want to have outings. I want to do things like that. So give us a chance to meet each other and fellowship and network together. Like I said, your network is your net worth. It's not a bunch of bums in here. So everybody can benefit from being in this group with each other and knowing each other and knowing the relationship and establishing the relationship. So you haven't missed out on anything if you're not in Facebook yet. If I haven't accepted you, I know I got to accept you. I'm going to accept you. And I haven't added none of our blueprints or our graphics in there yet, but I'm doing so this week. I had a real busy week last week. My boyfriend got food poisoning. I had to nurse him back to health. So this week is a whole computer week for me. I'm getting caught up on everything. I'm making it my business to give everybody their coaching calls so we can move on from this. We're not adding no more group members after today, so everybody can get caught up on their coaching call and we can be past that. So when I reach out to Demetra, we talking about what we need to talk about. We already been past our coaching call. We ain't initial. We not in the initial step of the process. When I reach out to Chrissy, we talking about what we need to talk about, okay? So I'm gonna answer a few of y'all questions for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I do have to leave my house. I could just get to talking, and then we just be talking all day. So go ahead and raise y'all hand, or everybody don't speak at one time. Let's ask a few questions, and please minimize your questions, especially if you know we gotta have a coaching call. You can ask me on the coaching call. You don't have to ask me in front of everybody. If you got something specific to your situation, just write them down so you can ask them to me or message them to me and stuff like that. This is not a coaching call right now because I only have like a few more minutes before I have to leave the house. Okay, somebody said, what's the CPN? Okay, yes, credit privacy number, period. Okay, yeah. All right, go ahead, doll. Okay, you got your, come on. I unmuted you.
Hey boo, how are you today?
How you doing? Good.
I'm good. Okay, so I just have 2 questions. My first one is, are we doing all of the homework that you told us to do to prepare for the $400 service, or will we learn? Okay, because I know you said, call and do the freezes, sign up for IDIQ, which I was able to do today. The whole situation with my bank, they ended up putting me on a blacklist, IDIQ. So I had to call and talk to a manager today to explain what happened so that I could reapply and sign up under your affiliate. So I took care of that today. And then all of the other things that you told us to do as far as the links that you put in the group the other day. We're filling all of this stuff out to prepare for the $400 service.
Yes. So honestly, the first initial step to clean your credit, I'm gonna do everything to be the most aggressive. So I'm gonna file all those complaints with identity theft.com, the FTC report, the CFPB report. Like, this is all the stuff that, like, you have to complete the CFPB report and the FTC report just for Equifax. They won't even remove an inquiry if you don't have that report faxed or mailed to them. So I just had y'all start doing this because that's the stuff I'm gonna be doing on your behalf. I'm gonna be going on there, making a complaint under your name, acting like you. So I just wanted everybody to have one of them on file already ready. Yes, still do your group homework. Think of the consulting services as a separate fee than the group homework. So still do all your homework. Your homework is there to help you. You need that on deck. So when it's needed, we can just go right to it. It's done. You haven't like procrastinated on doing it. Okay.
Okay. And then my second question is, should I still apply for my DUNS number even though I just sent over the form to the IRS to change my address and stuff?
Yes. Just put your DUNS number, set it up with your new virtual address.
I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. Apply for the DUNS because I know it asks you for it asks you to put in the address and have to make sure all your information line up. If it's still on file that I have my home address, are they gonna give me a DUNS number?
Mm-hmm. They are.
Okay.
Just put your updated address on DUNS because if you put the old address, you're just gonna have to update it when it changes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do anybody else have a question? Okay, nobody else have a question, right? Because we're gonna get off the Zoom.
Nope, I'm all set, Jada. Thank you, girl.
You welcome.
Great conversation.
Thank y'all. So yeah, definitely reach out to me. Send me a message on here or send me a message in Discord. I'm still waiting on our phone number from Grasshopper. Like, I'm still waiting on my affiliate link with VPN. I'm still waiting on my phone number with Grasshopper. So I'm aware of that. That's all at the top of my to-do list. Just get y'all money together for y'all credit cleaning. We can start the accelerated process on cleaning the credit because that's where we need to start. It's really, you're really not gonna miss the $450 to $400 once you start getting high limit credit cards and funded. It's not really gonna, you're not really gonna miss the money. So take the necessary steps to get there and then we'll start getting everybody credit clean. Like I said, the goal is for everybody to have that cushion money that they need to start their ventures or to exit from their job. I'm not gonna coach you guys to leave y'all job. No, because some of y'all jobs is y'all one seed of income right now. Y'all need 7 or 8 to become multimillionaires. So it's a way that you can get some investments or some ventures going to substitute that job. If your Airbnb is bringing you $5,000 a month and your job is only paying you $3,000 a month, you probably can exit that job. But once you get them Airbnbs in place.
Right.
Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna be reaching out to you guys to do the coaching call. Reach out to me too, because I forget and I'm only one person and I'm monitoring everybody's stuff right now. So reach out to me. I'll reach out to you. The people who want to get in contact with me, they're able to get in contact with me. So just let me know what y'all want to do. If y'all want to start making the necessary steps to clean your own credit, I can just charge y'all a la carte for the dispute letters. Just reach out to me. Let's see. We all need our initial coaching call because we need to know what we need to do for you in particular. Your credit might not need to be clean. You just don't got no credit. You don't have enough credit. So you need trade. You know, so I just need to speak to everybody individually. I keep it in my notebook, like every coaching call that I've done, I'm taking notes. I'm saying this person, what they need and stuff like that. I have an overview of what my recommendations for you are. So everybody not in the same boat. But yeah, it's just most important. Just I need to connect with my new group members or whatever. But you know, it's time consuming and it's exhausting because I still got to go do my jobs and do my mommy and stuff like that. So I try to work at least 2 to 4 hours every day on my business instead of working in my business so I can see progress. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Jada.
Thank you, Jada.
Thank y'all. I want y'all to have a good day. Stay motivated.
Do the same.
Thank you.
You too.
Yeah, stay motivated. Don't let the devil throw you off your square. Like, I'm constantly dealing with it. Everybody in the world dealing with it. Think about how much stuff Beyonce is dealing with on a regular basis. People trying to tear her down, throw her off your square. When people throw you off your square, they have power over you. Don't let nobody have power over y'all. Like, just stay motivated. We got a clear understanding of what we need to be working on.
I got one question for you.
Okay.
So like when we get the funding process, as far as then like let's say you get a card like with 30,000 on there. As far as then with the inquiry, would you wait till we get the card and then remove the inquiry, or you would do it right after the process?
We remove the inquiry after we accept the card. Because if we do the pre-qualification, we can go freeze our account, and then they can you can get approved without the hard inquiry surfacing. Or sometimes they be like, no, we got to call you. You got a credit freeze, and that might decline you just for having that freeze. But no, we'll wait till we got approved for the card. We for sure got it, because what I just recently learned was if you remove the inquiry too soon, they look back real quick again and do a soft pull and see, and then they'll see that you deleted it and they'll decline you. So I like to wait till that card is approved and they didn't expedited that card to me and they let me know they shipping it out, and then I go remove the inquiry.
Go remove it.
Yes, because the banks that deal with Synchrony, like I had got a Home Depot and a Lowe's card one day, and Synchrony called me to do the little verification. I had to take like a 5-second video, take a picture of my front and back, my ID. They reported before 30 days. So stay safe out there, because these creditors are getting hip to the information. Like, they know that people are learning this shit, because so many people are calling and removing their inquiries saying that wasn't me. So they reporting on your name before the 30 days. You think you got 30 days to remove the inquiry? No, you might only have like 72 hours to remove it before they're gonna report the accounts to your name. So you can't even remove the inquiry so easily. So definitely stay safe. Like, y'all gotta think, they're gonna switch up their process when everybody learn how that shit is going and everybody learn credit. They're gonna switch up their process. So we gotta get on this shit now. We got to get our kids and our friends and our family involved in it now, because once they start seeing that Black people got 850 credit score, they're going to make it harder to be attainable.
Right.
They judge it when they give you free money and stuff like that, and they see that you back broke and you back asking for child support. I mean, you back asking for welfare or back asking for this, and they see like, okay, she's still a consumer and she don't know what to do with money. She don't understand money. So they do little tests like that. So definitely we got to take advantage of the time, and we got to move fast, because everything that's happening today ain't going to be happening tomorrow. I just said I'm closing the group. So everybody who was sleeping on it and thinking like, oh, I'll be able to join next month, it's okay. It's now no longer available to you. If they start getting hip to how we cleaning off our inquiries and how we cleaning off fraud so quick, they might change up the process. It might be a way harder process. So it's very important to move on vital information rapidly. Thank you, Patrice. I just seen your direct message. Thank you so much, Miss Patrice. But yeah, so I'm looking for y'all. Y'all looking for me. I'm gonna be reaching out to y'all. I'm gonna do about 3 coaching calls today. I know I gotta do Sienna's coaching call. I got to do a few people. So I'm going to be looking at the questionnaire that y'all sent me to the email, just filling out my notes and my little sheet about you. And then I'm going to be reaching out to you. And then, I'm going to be writing you back if you're trying to reach out to me. Okay.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right, guys.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right. You have a good one too. Bye-bye.
Have a good one.